Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha, Hare Srinivasa. With the divine presence and blessings of Sri Sri Yathiraja G.S. Swami, Yathiraja Bhakti channel takes immense pleasure in introducing to our Healthy Tips program Smt Padmapriya Ranganathan, an awardee of Yoga Bhusana by Central Government of India. She has many accolades in the field of yoga therapy and founder of Acharya Yoga, a center for regular yoga classes and yoga therapy sessions. With the expertise in yoga, she will be conducting in English through our Health Tips weekly program, simple meditation practice with mudras to help us in uplifting and balancing our health through yoga therapy. Watch out in YouTube, Yathiraja Bhakti channel, our Health Tips program and get healthier.
Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha. Krishnaya Yadavendraya Jnanamudraya Yogine Nathaya Rukminishaya Namo Vedanta Vedine. Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha. My heartfelt thanks to Yathiraja G.S. Swamiji for this noble opportunity given to me to meet all of you through Health Tips program, through yoga therapy, hosted by Yathiraja Bhakti channel. Yoga is defined by sage Patanjali as Chitta Vritti Nirodha, which means cessation of thought waves is yoga, which means the mind has to be brought under control so that one can sit for meditation and for union with Bhagavan. Also, the popular Hatha Yoga Pradipika says, Chale Vate Chale Chittam, Nishchale Nishchalam Bhaved, which means when the breath wanders, so does the mind. When the breath is brought under control, the mind is also brought under control. Here, yoga plays a key role in bringing the mind to control through regular pranayama and mudra practices. Also, to remember that sound body leads to healthy mind. Sound mind leads to healthy body as well. Hence, to maintain a fit body, one has to adopt a healthy lifestyle by practicing simple yogic procedures like maintaining mudra for a certain period of time, easy pranayama and meditation techniques, simple asanas. So there are various ways one can maintain a healthy lifestyle through yogic practices. Today we are going to learn a mudra, a new mudra and an easy pranayama that can be done in a day-to-day life by any individual, irrespective of the age group, gender. Especially it is very useful for elders. Now let us understand the mudras in simple terms, as they are conscious hand gestures that help guide the flow of prana, the life energy that we obtain while we inhale and exhale. You get prana even from the food that we eat. Though they appear simple, mudras work at the subtle level because they are energy seals influencing your nervous system, your breath, and all the internal organs. By gently positioning the fingers, we create a balance between the elements in the body. As we learned in the previous episodes, all the Pancha Mahabhutas are present in our fingers. The Jala Tattva, the Prithvi Tattva, the Akasha Tattva, the Vayu Tattva and the Agni Tattva are present. So when you join one or the other fingers, you tend to create a balance between these elements in the body, just in case they go out of balance, allowing the energy to move in a more harmonious way. So these mudras are traditionally practiced during pranayama or meditation when the body is still and the mind is very receptive. Today, the mudra that we are going to learn is called as Apana Mudra. Just before learning the mudra, let us learn about Apana Vayu. As we discussed in the previous episodes, that the prana that we inhale is divided or branched into 5 types. The first one is prana vayu, which is present in your chest region. Then the samana vayu, which is present in the mid-abdominal region, just above your belly button. Now we are going to learn the apana vayu. The location of apana vayu is below the belly button region in the lower abdomen and the pelvic areas. So this apana vayu circulation is in the lower abdomen and the pelvic region. So what does the apana vayu takes care of? It takes care of your bowel and bladder movements, elimination of toxins from the body, and in ladies it takes care of the menstrual health and the reproductive health in both the genders. Also, it gives a grounding stability and downward energy flow. Apana vayu flows downward, okay, because of which one can be calm and stable throughout the day. Generally, what happens when there is an imbalance in the apana region? When the apana vayu is disturbed or when it is not balanced, one can develop constipation, irregular bowel movements, bloating, menstrual irregularities, pelvic heaviness, frequent urination, urinary incontinence. Then in the mental level, one can feel restless, anxious, insecure, and lack of grounding. So here, yoga addresses these imbalances gently by restoring natural flow rather than forcing the correction. Now, to aid this apana vayu balance, we will perform the mudra called apana mudra. How the mudra is done? It is, you have to simply join the thumb with the tall finger and the ring finger at the tips, like this. The index finger and the little finger is relaxed and extended. Now, hold the mudra on both the hands and rest the hands on the knees or thighs with the palms facing upwards. The hand should remain soft and relaxed. Do not keep it tight or tensed. Just relax. Now, while we are maintaining the mudra for about a period of 15 minutes to a maximum period of 45 minutes, one can practice a pranayama that would enhance the effect of the mudra in the body, the increased energy circulation in the body. So what is the pranayama that we are going to learn today? It is called as Samavritti pranayama. Okay. Now let us combine this mudra with Samavritti pranayama, which is also called as equal breathing, a calm and balanced breathing technique. So how we are going to do this Samavritti pranayama? First, one need to sit comfortably with the spine upright. Form the mudra with both the hands and place the mudra on your lap. You may gently close your eyes. Relax the shoulders, keep the face light and the abdomen also relaxed. Now slowly, as you inhale, you have to inhale for a certain amount of time. Say for example, you can inhale for about 4 counts. Then as you exhale, you have to exhale for the same amount of time that you have inhaled. If you have inhaled for 4 counts, exhalation is also for 4 counts. You don't need to hold the breath inside. So slow inhalation while you count in your mind. So inhale, count in your mind 1, 2, 3, 4. Now exhalation 1, 2, 3, 4. Again inhalation 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhalation 1, 2, 3, 4. So continue this. In case you feel the count is less and you want to inhale more, again if you feel you're comfortable to inhale for about 6 counts or 8 counts, inhale for 6 counts, also exhale for 6 counts. Here breath retention is not required and your breathing should remain smooth, silent and effortless As exhaled, feel a sense of grounding and settling of the lower body. Okay, so continue this practice. Now continue to close your eyes and do the breathing. Now having the mudra in your palms. As you do this practice, I will slowly reiterate the benefits of holding the mudra and practicing the pranayama. Apana mudra supports elimination, helps regulate easy, smooth bowel movement, aids comfortable evacuation and urinary flow. It resolves the problems like urinary urgency, incontinence, and loose muscular tissues in the lower part of the abdomen. Useful when elimination feels sluggish or irregular. It cures the lethargic tendencies in a person. And it also gives your pelvic floor a strength. Okay, and especially in ladies, it resolves the menstrual discomfort, any heaviness in the pelvis. If they experience, it gets resolved when you practice this mudra along with the breathing. Also, it brings a harmony in the digestion. Okay, and it expels gas present in the lower abdomen, especially in the large intestine. There will be accumulation of gas. It cures it, and it reduces the bloating that is linked to the vata imbalance. These are all the various positive benefits physically. At the pranic level, the apana vayu would become steady, and there will be a downward flow of the apana vayu, thereby reducing the pranic leakage and restlessness. Not just this, it also balances something called prana apana axis. What is this prana apana axis? The prana vayu moves upwards, the apana vayu moves downwards. There has to be a stable, equal movement of both the vayus. Okay, so when apana is stable, upward prana functions more smoothly, creates a foundation for calm breathing and meditation. It also gives you a grounding effect, especially beneficial for vata dominant constitutions. As I said in the previous session, as we grow old, our prakriti, our shariram's prakriti would become more of vata dominant. So when you practice the apana mudra along with the samavritti pranayama, this vata dominant constitutions imbalances are resolved, and it also promotes a sense of contentment and steadiness. What are the other mental and emotional benefits one can experience? Continue the pranayama practice with the mudra as I say. Okay, it calms restlessness and anxiety, and it also supports emotional regulation through body stability. When your body is strong, when you feel you are healthy, because it removes the toxins from the body, you start feeling healthy. The body is healthy, the mind becomes very calm. Okay, and all the agitations in the mind settles. Okay, and also improves the focus by reducing the agitation, and the mind becomes steadier. One can practice the apana mudra and the samavritti pranayama just before you want to do any japam, any dhyana, or even if you are going to sit quietly for some time, please adopt this mudra and do the pranayama. Okay, and one more thing, it also cultivates the release, like persons who are holding resentments, anger in them. This would help them to let go. Let go feeling would be generated physically and mentally. They would let go the past. This would help prevent them from having any attachment, okay, to the past unwanted difficult experiences. This will make them forgive and let go and move on in life. Okay, and the spiritual benefit, as I said earlier, it prepares for meditation, makes your body still, and it supports inner stillness. Also helps one maintain stable seat called as asana siddhi. Okay, and it also supports inner purification. Internally, it detoxifies the body by removing the waste. Okay, and proper elimination is a prerequisite for any subtle practices. Okay, and last but not the least, it encourages surrender. Surrender to helps one develop a lot of humility and helps one surrender to Bhagavan. Okay, now how long one can practice? One can practice this from the home in your comfortable position daily about 15 minutes to 45 minutes. And the time for practice early in the morning or in the evening. And one can also practice post lunch, 4 hours post lunch, because the stomach has to be almost empty. And if you have a light meal, 2 hours light meal, one can practice. And when you can see the solid concrete benefit is within 7 to 10 days. If you practice consistently on a daily basis, you'll start feeling calm, you'll have improved bowel movements, and continence, urinary incontinence problems all would get arrested, and a clear positive changes in terms of digestion, pelvic comfort, mental steadiness you would acquire within 2 to 3 weeks of consistent practice. Okay. Now, holding the mudra continuously for a period of time along with steady breathing allows prana to reorganize naturally the nervous system, to downshift the body to release accumulated tension in the apana region. This is why mudras are traditionally practiced without force and without hurry. Now, continue the practice for another 2 or 3 breaths. Slowly deepen the breath. Become aware of the body and the space around you while you continue the practice for a few more moments. Remember that when the downward energy is balanced, the body learns to release, the mind learns to settle, and stability becomes our natural state. With this awareness, you may gently open your eyes. I'll meet you all next week with a new mudra and a new pranayama. Srimate Ramanujaraya.
Yathiraja, 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 Jaya Ho. Yathiraja, Yathiraja, Ramanuja Jaya Ho. Ramanuja Jaya Ho.